Hi, how are you going? This is a love reading for the general public out there who are Geminis looking for love from the 7th of September through to the 15th of September. I'll make it so from the 7th to the 15th of September 2016. Today I'm using several decks. The first one is The Romance Angels by Dawn Virtue. Of course we're going to use them for romance. Also The Magical Mermaids, also by Dawn Virtue. And True Love Reading Cards by Belinda Grace. And The Angels of Atlantis by Stuart Pearce. I'll get a guidance card from that one, from the Archangels. Now I've been shuffling my decks. I'll just give them all shuffle as I start to lay them out. So I'll start off with these ones, with the Romance Angels, and we'll see what we've got. This is for Geminis, from the 15th to the, what am I saying here? From the 7th to the 15th of September 2016. From my angels to help me during this reading, and my guides, and to help Geminis find out what's going on with their love life. Alright, I'll take 5 cards. I will show you them as I start to talk about each of the cards separately, but first of all I'll lay them down on the table after I've shuffled. Alright. And Magical Mermaid deck. Okay, 5 cards from there too. Okay, the first card we have is Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Now, of course, this is a reading for single Geminis out there, so you're not necessarily seeing someone at the moment. Otherwise, you'd be in the relationship section, which I also will be doing reading a little bit later for that. But some of you could be going on holiday or vacation soon, and the angels are saying, watch out, you might meet someone while you are away, and, have a nice time with them. Most of the time during vacation, especially if you go overseas, it will only be a fleeting romantic connection you'll have, but still it's better than nothing. It's still nice. I mean, let's face it, we can all have fun times. I am getting though that some of you might have only been single for a short time anyway, and not really looking for anything too serious or anything really. Some of you might even be looking at not even meeting people for a while, because you've become single as well. So you're enjoying your private time and yeah, you're feeling free and blissful because of that sort of thing. That's the card there. Second card. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, I've kind of really said a bit of that too just now. Of course, a retreat card, when it is talking about couples, that means that they want to take some time to be alone to getting to know one another, or they're like going on a honeymoon or something like that. But in a singles reading, it's just wanting time out from socializing, maybe, or at least on dating sites, or you want your alone time for a while. You're probably getting to know yourself a bit, and if you've been with someone for quite a long time, you can feel like you've forgotten who you are. So this is a time to analyse your life and work out where you want to go, in the future, that sort of thing. And not just around romantic connections, but in general life situations as well. So some of you, I think, are going through a, what would you call it? A crossroads in your life, maybe, or a new phase anyway in your life where you're just wanting your space and freedom from any type of dating or committed relationship. The next card is religious factors. Your love life influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this will only be for some of you. Some of you, of course, are very religious, and you like to, especially if it's someone serious who you become involved with, in talking about in your past, you prefer that they had some type of religious background or understanding, or spiritual understanding as well. Mind you, I think some of you Geminis may not even, believe in God. I'm getting atheists with some of you who would prefer to not date someone who is religiously inclined as well. Trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. I've already said that a few of you will be getting to know what type of person you are. Especially if you're with someone for a few years. It's time to recognise what you want in your life and trust in your own emotional development, is what I'm getting from the angels with a card like that. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. So just remember, especially if we've come out of any relationship in the past where we were abused by a partner, put down, insulted, ignored, picked on, anything like that, you can come out feeling like you're not that attractive, and you assume that you're going to struggle meeting new people anyway because you didn't get the type of affection from your partner as you should have. So the angels have come out today to say this is a time to understand that you are an attractive, good-looking person. There's always people out there who will find you attractive. But of course, excuse me, it's all about your also your attitude too. If you go into a new friendship with someone, which could lead into a romantic connection, with a good character, attitude towards life, just happy-go-lucky, that sort of thing, then that is always very attractive and appealing, to whoever it is you are meeting. So a positive frame of mind is always the best policy. Sexuality. I might read a little bit from this one, but I do feel it's a bit similar to the previous card. Understand that you are a person who, like I've said, people are going to find attractive, sexually appealing. The moon is in the background of that card, so it's all about getting in touch with your intuition, and you'll get messages through from your spirit world, your guides, letting you know that, this is a time of healing. I feel like a few of you are going through at the moment. Getting over exes, and understanding that you do have a lot of sex appeal to, from others who will find you attractive. But I do want to read that card a little bit more, if I can find it. Right, sexuality. Okay, yep. Sexuality blossoms in an atmosphere of trust, intimacy, love, and friendship. The nature rhythms of sexuality are sadly misunderstood in our modern culture. All too often we see that a person's natural sexuality is glamoured and exaggerated in order to lure an attractive partner. As a result, many people become entangled in relationships that have little more substance than sexual attraction. If there is no real connection between the two, then a sense of obligation or fear of losing what there is may be all that keeps them together. This situation is simply not good enough. Sexuality has its own beautiful rhythm. If you are prepared to listen to it, a natural caution and healthy boundary of reserve will guide you when the time is right to connect yourself in sexual union with the person you are attracted to. Surprisingly, this time frame will often be around 1 month. Time to know the person in some depth rather than the whirlwind tumble into bed that's encouraged by Hollywood. Contrary to popular belief, sexuality does not automatically fade as the relationship continues. Imagine your sexual energy as a flower that is gradually opening, growing, blossoming, and coming into its full beauty. Sexuality blossoms in an atmosphere of trust, intimacy, love, and friendship, and will wither in an atmosphere of misunderstood feelings and needs. In an existing relationship, you're required to listen to your natural rhythms once more instead of allowing your routine to dictate your life. Take a second honeymoon and start afresh. Make time to connect in the morning and afternoons rather than after a long, busy day. Whether you are manifesting a partner or already with someone, you have drawn this card today because it's up to you to heed this call from your heart, body and soul to give your sexuality the respect and attention it deserves. So yes, with that card, just make sure that when you start going out and meeting people, that you are respected, because you don't want to bring in a partner into your life, especially if you've had ones in the past who didn't give you enough respect and consideration that you deserved. So sometimes it's best to hold back from jumping into bed so quickly with someone, just to see, what type of character they are. Of course, that can be difficult sometimes, when we are very attracted to a person. And I'm not, saying that people shouldn't have one-night stands, because, that's all private amongst yourselves. But just keep it in mind that if you're wanting something more ongoing and a deep connection, that where the person is more deserving of your company, then just keep that in mind, that sometimes holding off, and this goes for guys as well, it's not just females I'm talking here, even guys, it can actually be quite sexy if a guy doesn't want to put out too quickly or is demanding, so anyway, resolving conflict. Some of you at the moment, especially if you're only recently broken up with someone, will probably have some clashes with your exes. Either recently you've had them or you will be in the future. So just be careful about, try not to get yourself too upset and angry, with a previous relationship. Because that just pulls you down and keeps you in a place of depression and angry with the world in general. So I do feel some of you, you might be clashing with exes at the moment, or you're just about to. Might not even realise it's going to happen until it does. And then we've got the forgiveness card come out too. Forgiveness always starts with yourself. We quite often get annoyed when we come out of a relationship. One of the first things we say, why did we get involved with that person in the first place? But you did. Yeah, I've done it, said it myself. So instead of getting down on yourself about things, it's time to start forgiving yourself. It's all lessons in life, experiences. Maybe there was karmic stuff you had to go through with that person. You might have had an agreement to come into this lifetime to, go through that relationship. So your life is never off course. It really isn't. It's where it's supposed to be. So it starts off with forgiving yourself, and then that way it can help to release and cleanse you so that you can forgive others around you for their parts in whatever it is that has upset you and made you very resentful or angry. Father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. There you go. Especially some of you Gemini ladies, if you've been in relationships with guys that have been very domineering, you know, got a bad attitude, not enough respect, that sort of thing. It could be a throwback from your father and how he might have treated you. You might have gone into relationships similar to how your father treated you or treated his partner. So this is a time to look at how you were brought up and how your father raised you, especially when it comes to how he respected you. And it's a time of healing. Also, this goes for guys as well. Plenty of men have issues with their dads about different things. Especially if you've got similar attitudes in life to what your father has, but you don't recognise it. You might be, no, I'm not like my dad. Definitely don't act like him. It's time to analyse any relationship you've had with women in the past and really ask yourself a deep question, am I treating the women I am with similar to how my father treated, your mother or other women in his life, especially if you didn't agree with it, because some of you might have picked up some of those traits from your past and you may not like. It's something that you most probably don't like. So this is the time to make some changes now that you're single and really decide what type of person you are and how you want to behave and how you want to treat people around you, especially women. Helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom they might be and initiate contact. Now, some of you will have a very good friend that you can go to and sit down about any, concerns you have, especially around a previous relationship, and someone who will, listen and give you a lot of understanding and respect and stuff like that. A good friend. I do see some of you might be going to counselling as well. That could be another thing. Sitting down with someone and just, helping to sort out your life and, have some more understanding of, how things have happened to your life up to this point in time. So that would be one thing I see there. Some of you Geminis who have been single for a while, possibly talking to some of your friends, and especially in, quite often we do meet a partner through friends or acquaintances or work colleagues, that sort of thing. This doesn't sound like a dating site. It sounds like it's going to be through someone that you know. Relatives, of course, yeah. So that's coming out to say that whoever you meet next will be through someone that you know who will help to initiate a contact between you. Or you might meet this person at a social gathering amongst friends of yours. Friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Well, there you go. Get out and about, enjoy your life, socialise. Just go and do things that put a smile on your face, shopping with friends, concerts, going to the club. Hanging out at friends' places, barbecues, it really doesn't matter. Just get out and about. That's what I'm getting from the angels. Try not to worry too much about your romantic life. Just enjoy, hanging out and socialising with your friends and just enjoy life. When we're meant to meet someone, they will come into our life. But do put yourself out there. Don't sit at home and mope about and feel a bit sad and sorry for yourself. So, yeah, just get on with living and having a enjoyable life as best you can, because you can be quite lonely within a relationship. I found that myself personally when it wasn't going very well. Much more lonely in a relationship than I ever have been single. So we shouldn't necessarily need a person in our life to make our life complete. It's lovely to have someone, a partner, but it shouldn't be to just make us feel happy and fulfilled though. Self-forgiveness. Now, I've said this already. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Self-forgiveness. Yes. So, it's time to forgive yourself for any things that you feel like you've made in your life that were mistakes. Hanging on to them, reliving them over and over is only going to bring you emotionally down. Deep sadness or even depression. Even if you do feel like, some of it is definitely your fault. Well, that's great that you have admitted that to yourself. Now it's time to forgive yourself. Learn a lesson from it. What you don't want to do again. We all make mistakes and blunders in our life. It's called the hurdles of life. So time to put it behind you and get on and enjoy where your life is headed. Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. So basically what the angels are saying, just go out there, enjoy life, socialise with friends and family, acquaintances, or just go out by yourself sometimes spontaneously. Go up to the local pub and have a drink, and you never know who you could meet up there, even new friends, So they're saying get out, enjoy your life, go on a road trip. Doesn't really matter. Just go out and enjoy life, have adventure, and if you're in a happy place emotionally, then you've got more chance of attracting even just new friends into your circle of whoever it is you have in your life. So just go out there and just enjoy yourself, basically. I will do a card from the Archangels deck, if I can find my cards. This is a guidance card from them. And this is from Archangel Shamiel. Beginnings. Yeah, very true. Like I have already said, I feel like a few of you Geminis have only recently come out of a relationship. So this is the beginning of the rest of your life, or the next phase in your life. So see it as an exciting and interesting new adventure ahead of you. And just don't live in the past too much. I know it can be hard getting over someone, but it is a new beginning in your life. And I do feel for a few of you, it's definitely a fresh start. Some of you have come out of relationships where it wasn't going very well at all. A lot of fighting, misunderstood, resentment. I'm just trying to find my book. I'm going to read about beginnings. just getting there. Okay, beginnings. He's also called Archangel Shamiel. It's called the Divine Guide. Beginnings. Extraordinary new opportunities are dawning for you, drawing you to new people and new places and new projects. Shamiel wishes to lovingly assist you, and as anxiety often precedes change, asks you to call upon the might of all the angels of Atlantis to help in order to arrive just where you would like to be. Before this fruitfully occurs, it may be appropriate for you to release old projects, old patterns of behavior, old ideas, or old acquaintances. See the new as a time to be met by the sun of the source with renewed vigor and well-being. Just as you greet the new dawn, the new day, with love, hope, and joy, chant Omi Blur Bluvia. Can't pronounce that, sorry. The beginning of the famous Gayatri mantra to bring the new energies dancing through. But at the end of the day, every morning when you wake up, always send out a blessing to your angels and let them know that you want to have a good day. Put white light around you, and any healing from your heart, so the pink light as well into your heart through your chakras, and that will help to heal you as well. But yes, this is definitely new beginnings, new projects, new opportunities. Some of you might be even travelling, moving to different parts of where you're living or the world even. So it's definitely exciting, I do feel. This previous relationship that you're in had to come to an end because you've got other things you're meant to do from now on. Okay, so there's the card again. Alright, Geminis. Well, that is their reading for Geminis for the first, from the 7th to the 14th of September 2016. If you want to leave me any comments, that's great. Otherwise, I'll get back to you for the middle of the month, hopefully, and get another reading out. Anyway, have a nice day and talk again soon.